Well, being the military town that we are, colourful with opportunities that are emerging to help our veterans express themselves. And in this week's Help on the Home Front, Kirsten with Mount Carmel Veterans Service Centre is here to tell us about a new art grant to increase veteran therapy programs. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Well, thank you for starting your Tuesday with us.
Yes.
Here on the show. I think just before we jump in about this wonderful grant that is happening, because we love the arts here.
Yes.
On Loving Living Local.
Yeah.
I want to talk more about Mount Carmel.
Sure.
And what you guys do. People might never heard you guys.
Right. Yeah. So we are a nonprofit, and we serve veterans, active duty, Guard, Reserve, and their families, and we have numerous different programs that kind of just address the whole entirety of somebody's needs, whether it's behavioral health or mental health, whether it's housing insecurity, food insecurity, career, and we have lots of partners in-house. So we're just kind of like a one-stop shop to try and address most of the needs that somebody might have if we can.
And vitally important here in Southern Colorado.
Yes.
I mean, the population, what is it, the percentage of veterans, is it 17%, 18%?
It's high, for sure.
Just here.
Because we have so many installations, yeah.
And one of the things that is happening is of the Arts in Society grant, which is it, you got a smile on your face. Have you seen the smile? You're very
it's
excited.
fantastic.
You're very excited about it.
Yeah.
And I want to know more. I really want to know more. I tried to look into it a little bit more, but I wanted to really hear it from you this morning.
Well, I love their mission. So their mission really is to get Colorado citizens, that's terrible to say, whatever, but Colorado community, thank you. Filling in my words, thank you.
All right.
Anyway, the Colorado community connected with the arts. And the great thing is that they were willing to fund us to kind of blend the world of art and behavioral health or therapy. And so some people realize that talk therapy is great, and that uses a lot of the logic side of the brain. But sometimes they don't realize that art and creativity can be just as useful, if not sometimes more, in the recovery of trauma and mental health challenges.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It really is. And specifically, some of them programs and the art they're going to be doing, is it stuff like painting? What kind of some of the things are going to be doing?
Lots. So there's a lot of modalities that can be used. So we've done stuff in leatherworking, paint. You can do just clay modeling, almost anything. And I know some of the other grants or programs that have been funded by the Arts and Society grant, they were creating gardens, film,
Really?
and there's even word processing, just writing and getting trauma out. Like, there's so many amazing things. I really love this foundation and what they represent.
And it works so well as well, obviously, working with other people as well.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yes.
Teamwork.
Yep.
And really focusing on a skill, on a task as well.
Yeah.
It really is fascinating. I need to ask you, mention the word funding.
Yes.
How is this funded?
So the Arts and Society provided us a grant.
Okay.
And so we are utilizing it in Colorado Springs, Pueblo, and the southern regions of Colorado just to increase access.
Amazing. Well, anyone watching this morning as well, and we've got the Facebook page right now on the screen,
Yeah.
how can people get involved?
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously with this art society, but also at the other end as well, can people volunteer as well? Could you do that?
Sure, they can absolutely reach out. So if they go to veteranscenter.org, our Mount Carmel homepage, they can find a lot more information, or just contact us and they can get you connected with me. Or if they want to know more about the Arts and Society, I can. Art allows us to process things when our brain won't put words to it sometimes, and so I think that's pretty powerful. And I think, especially in the military community, there's not always the artistic type of nurture in somebody's, I don't know, just life and world. And so getting the people who served or are serving reconnected with that just imagination and creativity, I just see so much growth and progress in their recovery and their journey in life. So, and I love the arts.
Well, beautiful way to end. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, have a great day.
Can you send some pictures in at some point, like an update?
Absolutely.
Is that cool? We'd love to share them on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks.
And these art classes are for veterans and their families, will happen throughout the week in Southern Colorado. And to find one near you, you can call Mount Carmel at the number on your screen. And this week's Help on the Home Front has been sponsored by Comfort Restorations. Thank you once again.